What's up, YouTube? You checking out the Frequent Flyer, and this is my quick review of the new Syma X5 HC-1. And this is it right here. This is Syma's new quad in the X5 series, and this one implements some new features that the old one didn't have. Mainly the H is in there, that stands for height, I believe. And this thing has a barometer in it, so it has automatic height hold, is what they're calling it. So it holds its altitude when you leave the stick alone, the throttle stick. You don't really have to worry about throttle management too much. This has been a new ongoing trend with these new quads that are coming out. All of them seem to be implementing this new barometer or height hold using the air pressure needle and having the throttle stick self-center like this. So this one self-centers on the throttle as well, and this one also implements something that the X5 series has not been having, and that's headless mode. This quad also has headless mode, so two new things for Syma, and a few other things that are new, like the design of certain things, and the landing legs look different and all. But for the most part, this thing is a really nice flyer. It still keeps the same tradition of Syma's X5 series. It flies almost the same, except for it has the height hold. It self-centers on a throttle stick. That's the only difference. Same protocol and all as the X5C-1. So you can use the other transmitter, and I find that works better for me, actually, because it's easier for me, being used to not having an auto-centering throttle stick. It's easier for me to adjust the height when you have a stick that doesn't center. That might be just me, my personal preference. It works really well. The height hold on this thing works really well, and that's the thing that really matters with these new quads that are coming out with this feature, because some of them, they really don't work well with the height hold, and that causes the quad to be very not fun to fly when you're just fighting with the auto height hold all day long. When it's drafting, when it's drifting up, or sometimes drifting down, you're fighting with it to try to keep it up, when the whole idea of this implementation of this new feature is that you shouldn't have to worry too much about the throttle stick. Well, this one works really well. As I said, it flies just about the same as the old Syma X5C, and the yaw is slow. Same characteristics basically, except for that height hold, the auto height hold. Now they did do some things that I didn't like. Well, they still have the let me show you guys. They still have the orange in the front and green in the back. They still didn't fix that. But something that I think that they did different that I didn't like is the battery. They now have a proprietary battery connector there. Take a look at that. What they pulled on us. They gave us a proprietary battery connection, so to try to make us buy batteries only from them, I guess, because I haven't seen this connection anywhere else on anything else. So I'm guessing it's their own little thing that they made up. But for the most part, this thing is a really awesome flyer. It flies really nice. This is the camera version. I have the camera here. They also changed the connection to the quad, though. Well, they also changed the way that the camera attaches to the quad. Now, as you can see, I have something else under here. Let me try to get that off. Oh, it goes this way. So it actually slides on now. So a little different now. The camera still points down though. But it has this new way of sliding it on. I find that a lot easier than the old Syma, the way that it was. And this little piece that I removed from it there, this came from the Syma standalone 5.8 gigahertz FPV system. So I don't know if Syma was involved with that, or if they had a heads up on Syma switching the connection or whatever. But this little adapter was included in the FPV system, so it's totally compatible with this too. So it snaps on there. This starts and activates the camera and everything on the little 5.8 gigahertz FPV system. So it works awesome with this, and with the height hold, with the automatic height hold, it actually makes camera footage a lot better. Still shots and video seem to be better with that feature on there. Now, I don't know if it's a better camera, because the camera seems to be taking better video and better pictures. I'm thinking that it's a new camera. Maybe it's new camera hardware, but some people are saying that it's the same camera. I know for sure that it's a different way that you connect the camera, but as far as the hardware, I'm not sure, but it looks a heck of a lot better. And it could be because of the height hold, but I don't know. It's anyone's guess. But this camera takes better footage than the old camera. The transmitter is pretty nice, just like the old transmitter of the Syma X5C, except for it has this auto centering throttle stick. Everything else is the same. These buttons right here are fake. All fake buttons. Has the same LCD screen there. All the buttons do the same. This does do flips. This is the flip button here. This changes the rates there, and all of your trim buttons are here. This one starts and stops the camera. The throttle trim button there, up and down, and that's about it. This thing comes with spare props, which you can see I never removed from the packaging. It comes with a new style of props, actually. This has a different style of props, but they pretty much work the same output, just looks a little more fancy. And the instructions manual is in full legible English. As always with Syma, they always have nice instructions manuals. And so that's it. The Syma X5 HC-1. Thanks for watching.